As I mentioned before, it can take sustained effort over a fairly long period of time to modify the core beliefs of clients with personality disorders. We start working directly on the old core belief as early as possible, but often this isn't until the middle part of treatment. And we strengthen new core beliefs directly at the same time as we decrease the strength of the old core belief. In general, core beliefs and other cognitions change the most at the emotional level when clients are experiencing a moderate to a moderately high level of emotion, say about 6 to 8 on a 10-point scale. If they feel just mild distress, you might get some change, but probably just at the intellectual level. When emotion is too low, you may need to intensify it. For example, you might ask clients to imagine an upsetting situation in detail, as if it's happening right now. Then ask them to focus on where in their body they are experiencing the emotion. When clients' distress is too high, you can do a mindfulness or relaxation exercise with them. Or you can ask them to use one of their emotional regulation tools. Or you can temporarily discuss something that activates less emotion. Before you start modifying the core belief, it's helpful to pose a therapeutic hypothesis. Here's what I said to Mary. We have to figure out which problem you have. Either it's really true that you are defective, and we'll work on fixing that, or that's not the problem at all. The problem is that you believe you are defective. Another early step is to help clients identify when their core belief has become activated. Ask them to monitor their emotions and behavior. Here's what you can say. I'd like you to notice when you're feeling particularly upset or when you've used one of your coping strategies. Then ask yourself, am I thinking blank, that my core belief is true? Alert clients that they may have trouble responding to their core beliefs between sessions. If so, they should note the situation so they can discuss it with you at their next session. What do you do when clients have more than one core belief? In session, clients will bring up a situation in which they felt upset. Or they'll tell you about a future situation where they believe they will get upset. Or they may focus more on their dysfunctional behavior instead of their emotions. Find out which core belief became most strongly activated in that specific situation. Work on modifying that one. If there's time, and there's nothing more pressing to work on, you can work on a secondary core belief, if it's relevant. What have we just gone over that will be important for you to remember? There are many techniques you can use to change core beliefs. How do you know whether any given technique has been successful? Ask clients to rate how strongly they believe their core belief before you use the technique, and then afterwards. They can use a 0 to 100 scale or a mild, moderate, intense scale. Assessing how much the core belief has changed through one of your interventions can help you decide. Should you continue working on the belief in the context of the given situation or not? For example, if clients seem engaged, you might continue to work on the belief in 3 conditions. They say, I still feel the same way, or I still believe it. Or they can't come up with an alternative, more constructive belief. Or you think additional work at this time will bring about more change in the belief. You might move on to something else if they seem unengaged or you don't think that continuing to work on the belief will bring significant change, or there are more important issues to discuss before the end of the session. Of course, you will definitely move on when clients say something like, "This isn't helping," or "I don't want to talk about this anymore," or when the client continues to experience intense negative emotion.